narrative we can't ignore social media, right? Because सारा narrative बनता है इधर से ही होता है. Do you think because now people have access to information and because unfortunately that information most of the times is not correct, which is why ये मसला ज़्यादा हो गया है, या there are some people who benefit from this idea तो वो बस इस चीज़ को promote करते हैं?
I think, I mean, social media is a problem across the world, and for a developing society, the problem is even acute. And for me, the largest problem is currently that पहले आप अगर पाकिस्तान में रहते थे या अगर आप गांव में रहते थे, तो everything around you was in synchrony. You did not have visuals and emotional images of another world. And now you're constantly bombarded with images which are together with emotions. So sound भी है उसकी और उसकी visuals भी exist करते हैं. People expressing it in ways that was not possible before. So you're constantly in a situation where you have an option to think about what you don't have. And this feeling of what the younger generation call as FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Yes.
That fear of missing out is one of the largest the behavioral or psychological factors that is causing sort of depression in the country. So in some ways, what do we do with it? I think the usual Pakistani response is to ban it. So we banned Twitter. In the past, we banned YouTube. सिमिलर थिंकिंग के ये वो उस तरह के विजुअल्स दिखा रहे हैं. पहले कम्युनिस्ट वर्ल्ड में उन्होंने इस तरह की चीज़ें की. उन्होंने एक वॉल बना दी. उन्होंने कहा कि इस वॉल के इस तरफ उस तरफ ना जा सकें. तो क्या वो वॉल इवेंचुअली द बर्लिन वॉल हैड टू फॉल. The Iron Curtain had to be disbanded. In the Pakistani context, we eventually had to unban Twitter and unban YouTube. So what we do really need is actually to create a self-confidence in what we have. So we don't have an option to stop the visuals of the West now.
Yeah.
Or we don't have an option of visuals of Islamabad from just this angle, but not the Islamabad from the angle that has sewage overflowing or has just so much noise of traffic. So someone who is in the village is actually better off in some ways because उसके पास साफ पानी भी है, साफ हवा भी है. तो मगर हम उसको वो वाला विजुअल तो नहीं दिखाते. और वेस्ट का भी वो विजुअल हम नहीं देखते कि जहाँ पर लोग फूड स्टैम्प्स की लाइन में लगे हुए हैं, या जो लोग जो हैं वो हस्पतालों में लाए जा रहे हैं सुसाइड के थ्रू, या स्कूलों में 1/4 स्कूल अमेरिका में पिछले 1 साल में खाली करा लिए गए क्योंकि किसी बच्चे के हाथ में गन थी और वो स्कूल ले आया. सो हम वो वाले विजुअल्स तो नहीं दिखा रहे, तो हम सिर्फ एक कैरिकेचर्ड विजुअल्स दिखा रहे हैं. तो अब वो बंद तो हो नहीं सकते, मगर हम अपनी सूरत हाल के बारे में एक फेयर पिक्चर को भी एक नैरेटिव में इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं. और फिर पीपल हैव एन ऑप्शन, people have a fair option that they can compare where they are and what the visuals look like. But otherwise, I think the way social media is currently structured, it is bound to create a lot of despondency and despair. Or I was recently in a number of Eastern European countries. So मैं Georgia गया, मैं Slovenia गया, बल्गारिया गया. And you would be shocked to know that उनके issues भी exactly similar हैं कि the youth don't want to live in those countries. So वो हमसे हज़ारों डॉलर बेहतर इनकम पे हैं, मगर the youth in Bulgaria wants to be in Germany, the youth in Slovenia wants to be in the United States. So in some ways it's not really an income issue. So हम अगर अपने इनकम इम्प्रूव भी कर लें तो वो जो विजुअल्स हैं वो अमेरिका को और वेस्ट को इतने ग्लैमरस तरीके से प्रोवाइड करते हैं कि people would always feel that they are missing out and they ought to be just taking that direction. We need to create a parallel narrative of confidence in our own culture and our own economy.